I hope you're all doing great. And it's been a long time since I uploaded a video, and I'm here to share some what I'm seeing right now. And I feel that the markets might crash in a week or the next week. And this is not some sure thing, but there is a very high chances, and there's a high probability, and a lot of triggers are there which can lead to this. And I'll also talk about the price action which is happening right now. I'm quite worried that I don't even think that most of people are even anticipating it. And so yeah, so I just start with Indian markets first. And if you see, we'll just talk about Nifty. Uh, so if you see I'll go to the daily charts. That would be very easier for anyone to get it. So, so if you see closely, Nifty was in a very downtrend, and this was a fresh low which it made. There was a quite high volume, and if you see, Nifty has clearly bounced by nearly 5%, or I guess more than that from its lows. And the overall structure. So what differentiates a bear market from a bull market is the volatility. In bear market, you are going to see a lot of whipsaw movements. So it's not something that okay, we move up, then the volatility gets very much silence, or the noise gets very much narrowed and compressed, and then there is up move. It's not the same thing in a bear market. So right now, so this is not a buying which is actually a buying. It is mostly a nature of a bear market, because if you see, Nifty was 10%, 8% down in few days, and this was straight line. Like it was a vertical correction, so there had to be a bounce back, but this bounce back doesn't look like a buying. So if there has to be a buying, what structure would I be happy to see is that there has to be some accumulation. So if you see over here, if I just mark it out with this, yeah. So if you see this region, if you see this is some kind of accumulation at least, because the price is taking a break before, and then it's making a move. So the people are buying here, and so the all the orders are being orders are being bought over here. So there are no orders, so price is then again moving up. Now over here, if you see, it's such a quick movement that it looks like that it's more of a reaction to the sell off due to liquidity, and there is no buying over here happening. And even if someone wants to buy, I feel that the price should move up from here. Then it should go in a very sideways fashion, and just make some narrow ranges, and from there it should be breaking out. So this becomes a very good point to buy, but this is not the point where I would even look to buy, or even make buying positions over here. And so I will talk about. So if you see over here, this was a reversal, and the markets were in a very strong uptrend. So if you see such kind of thing, the market, there is high chance that market would continue. But this is quite different from this, because the overall trend is quite on the downside right now. Now, if you see, if let's go and talk about the past data. What happened during a crash, or what happens when things are not certain, and there are a lot of chaos is happening there. So I guess we'll take example of COVID, because that was one example which I feel that was a very strong bear market, because it was very quick, and before people could even think, the game was over. So yes. So if you see, the market took a pause over here, and then there was a selling. And if you see closely, what do you feel that this see, just look at this day, it was nearly 3% up on an index level. So this was like 18% of candle. So this is the volatility which would be there in a bear market. And if you see closely over, this was sell off day. Then if you see on this day, there was a very small inside bar, and then it went into a very volatile condition. If you see this bar, 5% movement, this was 18%, and the range was 18%. It's a quite a big day as a for a trader or for investor. If it, and if even if you talk about some stocks, like I'll talk about IndusInd Bank. If you see in March 20, what really happened there was crazy. And so IndusInd Bank, if you see on the March 20 date, I just it's not there. So yeah, so I just marked this. I was talking with some friend of mine, and if you see, this stock, when it was falling, it was like 50% of up more, 12% of up more, but still it's going down. So I had seen some that when the Titanic ship sinks, the other side goes up. So it feels that we are up, but we are actually sinking. So that's what it is happening right now. And if you see over all of the markets, and if you see Dow futures also, I don't think that. See, this is a very if I just omit this moving averages. If you see, this is a rounding actions are happening. So this is a kind of a distribution activity which is going on in this market also. And this was a very strong breakdown, and the market, this was a big day. 9% was up on Nasdaq and all of the indices. But see, there was no follow through. You are not seeing any follow through. Now the price is again down. So the bears are in total control. And if you see, I'll talk in Dow. We'll see this in March 20 what actually happened. So over here also, if you just see this day was uh, so this day was nearly 3%. This day was 4%. So on an index base, it was up by 4%. Then again down. Then this was 4% again. This 2 days down. Then again 8%. This was an 8% rally on an index. So this is the character of a bear market, and the volatility goes crazy. I don't. It's not easy for a trader. I guess intraday movements you can trade very nicely on a bear market, but it's quite difficult for the swings. And especially right now, when you have Trump and tariffs and all, it's very difficult for any trader to trade through and make money. If I say Japan was also quite weak. If you see, this was again rounding action. There was a nice breakdown. Now again there's a up movement, but then no follow through. Again it's going down. So I feel that we might be in the middle of this beginning of a crash. And so I'll talk about stocks also. If you see Indian stocks, I'll just see that, okay, the best stocks means the stocks which are trending very strongly. I'll just share this image. And so these are all the stocks which are very strong. And so if you see the action over here, see, this is a down and this is up. So this is not a buying strength. You want to see strength over here or making a new high. That would give you more conviction rather than this. If you see most of stocks, they are this stocks were like 9% up, 9% nothing. This was still a better, but I don't think that most of the stocks are like this type of action. And you don't want to see something like this. If you see PG, Electroplast, if you see the action, this is not you want to see. SRF was quite good, but this is a more kind of a bounce back or a pullback. And a pullback of 7%, it's very volatile for any trader. Most of these stocks you will see have a sim. This is at least good. But if you see, it's coming from over here. So people have been buying from this. So now the forces get very much weaken after some point. So you don't get that kind of traction from this level too. So if you see ITC hotels, no, this is okay. uh, STPL. So this kind of action. So all the actions are not that you would go and go long on that stocks. So it doesn't make a good trading long bet for a swing trading or for positional trading. So I feel that we might be in some middle of crash. And Nifty, if you see today also, Nifty in I'll talk about index. So there was a quite a rejection. And if you see closely the action, this was the selling day. But still the price has not, like 1 2 3 4 days have been there, but still price has not been able to cross this red bar or a selling bar, I would say. So the bears have still a lot of strength. Over here also, if you see this was a red bar, but then market within 4 days the market was trading on the upside of this. So the bulls get a lot of strength once they are above the last setting bar. But over here, if you see, there is no strength, and the volume has been quite low right now. So if we go below this, I feel that we might make another low from over here. And so yeah, that was my thing. And a lot of fundamental things are making it, like if you see bond deals are also, they are going upside. So they might be selling off the dollar assets. And if you see, Nikkei is quite weak. And so overall, gold has been performing very strong. And people are going for gold and dumping the dollars. That's what the price action of today was suggested, because dollar is now, index is below 100. But the gold has been very strong. So there is some financial stress which is there. And I guess the time would only tell that what type of stress it is going through, because this is not something routine price action you see. So there is some kind of pressure which is building up on onto the financial markets. And this would affect all other the country, be it India, be it any other country, I feel. And so I'm quite concerned with the price action right now. If we see one small cap, mid cap, I haven't seen them. But you don't, this is not a strength. I don't even think this is a mid cap. And still it's not a, it's a very volatile and not so good price action for a long trader. So this is a small cap. I still feel that it's in a quite a downtrend. And things are not good below 200 DMA. So I just hope that the things get easily, things go very easy. And the bull market starts to happen after the crash or fall, which I feel that would happen. So yeah, so this is just my opinion. And I just hope so you can like the video and share it with your friends who are trading or investing in financial markets. And so thank you for watching the video.